presentation to the audience, to organize the information for easy understandability and retention, and present the information in a way that will motivate the audience to learn. Speech is an overview of a topic that Alicia has been passionate about for nearly 20 years after attending a one-week communications workshop for women. She wants to share a few of the key learnings from the workshop, which are documented in the book, A Woman's Guide to the Language of Success by Dr. Phyllis Mindell. Dr. Mindell facilitated the workshop she attended. The key learnings are applicable to both women and men. Alicia will hand out a summary sheet at the end of her speech. The title is Throw Off Your Shackles, Break Free of Weak Language. Alicia Fernandez-Campfield, throw off your shackles, break free of the weak language.
Basically, I guess, I just want to say, in a nutshell, I appreciate very, very much. Thank you for evaluating my speech today. You know what I mean? Throw away the shackles and break free of the weak language. Woo! Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and honored guests. Language is power. It can transform reality. The most famous yet hated leader 75 years ago understood the power of language. He transformed reality and slaughtered 20 million people. His name was Adolf Hitler. We come every Friday, practice to eliminate our ums and so's and cliches, not to kill anyone. We come to improve our communication skills because we understand that weak language could potentially mean no success, whether at work or not at work. We will cover 4 quick fixes on how to improve our language. Weak language weakens our message, it destroys our confidence, and makes us invisible. The 4 quick fixes are, number 1, the indecisive I and getting rid of that indecisive I. The second quick fix is trimming our hedges. The third quick fix is removing tags. And the 4th quick fix is eliminating verbosity. Let's start with our first quick fix. The indecisive I. Better yet, let's not start with an indecisive I. Starting a sentence with I means that you are the subject. And many times we don't want to be the subject on issues that may not relate to us. So we blame ourselves for issues that we shouldn't. Sometimes the I also implies that we don't know what we're talking about. Examples here are, I have a problem with my secretary. He never gets to work on time. If the subject of this is the secretary, we could say, my secretary has a problem. He never gets here on time. The second example is, I think the reason I came is because I think I've heard women who I think sound right. I would like to have that skill. If the subject is the reason why you came, say, the reason I attended is to improve my communication skills. The second tip, quick fix tip, is trimming our hedges. Hedges are words that we hide behind so that we don't commit ourselves. The first hedge is well. Other hedges are basically just, I'd like to, in my personal opinion, but even worse, are, I'm not sure how strongly I feel about this, but you say a phrase. I'm not an expert on that, but you say your phrase. I don't know anything about sales, but these are hedges. Remove them from your sentences. The third tip is removing tags. Tags are questions at the end of a comment or a statement. They could be verbal, isn't it? They could be verbal, nonverbal, thank you. Or they could be tonation. My name's Alicia. Let's remove our tags. Some examples here is, this is the best proposal, isn't it? That happens in my office. You know what I mean? The contracts must be signed before I can process the order. See what I'm saying? These are examples of tags. Let's remove our tags. The fourth quick fix is verbosity. Verbosity means wordiness. So why don't we just use the word wordiness? Sometimes we use more words than are needed to convey a message. Some people believe that if they use big words and long sentences and a lot of detail, it makes them look smart. Smart is knowing your audience. Smart is being concise, using powerful, short words. Knowing your audience in this day and time means we don't have a lot of time. We live in a world that's very diverse with people who speak many languages, so let's be concise and short and use powerful words. An example here is we have absolutely no information at this date and time, but we will make a formal announcement the moment there's a change in this situation. This might be perfect when you're in a media trying to take time, but in most situations, why don't we just say, we don't know, but I'll tell you when we do. Recently, I had an employee who told me, you're not answering my emails on a timely basis. Can you help me out, please? Sure. I shared with him that most of the time I'm in meetings all day, and the only time I get to respond to emails are at night, on my phone. So what I do is, if the email is on one screen, I will read it and respond. But if it takes more than one scroll, I skip to the next one, because I have to get to as many emails as possible. I get 400 a day. I have to go. So I asked him if he could help me and say, if you can summarize your message to one screen, I will respond immediately. The very next day, he writes me an email, and the very bottom, he says, it's on one screen. My challenge to you is take your emails from yesterday, whether they were to you or from you. Take a look at, see if there's indecisive I's, if there's tags, if there's hedges, or if it's too wordy. Practice on rewriting them and see if that works. Let's start, or let's end where we started. Basically, I guess, I just want to say, I really, really appreciate and thank you for evaluating my speech today. Thank you for evaluating my speech today, Mr. Toastmaster.